Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today for another video from Heroes Wanted, and the topic for today's video is about our Minecraft Pixelmon class. Now, I've gotten a lot of questions, what is Minecraft Pixelmon and what does that look like at Heroes Wanted? And I think the best way to kind of answer that is just to give you an example of what our class looks like and to explain it just a little. So, to get into it very quickly, Minecraft Pixelmon is a combination between traditional Minecraft and the wonderful world of Pokemon. So, there is all of the standard, building, crafting, and exploring, things like that from Minecraft, but now you have the added aspect of catching, trading, riding, and battling Pokemon. So the two are really meshed together to make a unique experience and also a great opportunity for kiddos to come and play together. When a student starts our class, they will see a screen similar to what you're seeing right here, which is you start your adventure by picking your starter Pokemon. There are 9 generations of Pokemon to choose from, so you should be able to pick all of your favorites. I'm going to pick one of my favorites here, which is Sprigatito, the Grass Kitty. And we'll go ahead and start our adventure and then, see what this wonderful world looks like. Now that we've chosen our starter Pokemon, we find ourselves teleported to this strange new world. And the great thing about this is we can navigate and explore this world with our new friend. You can see there I've just thrown out our Sprigatito and he is now ready to go and explore and see what is going on here. We find ourselves in the tutorial area here, which is the Pillar Camp Dig Site. This is a place where students learn the mechanics of the game, they learn how to battle, things like that, and they navigate it to make their way out and explore just this very unique adventure that we have created for them. This consists of 9 towns, 8 gyms, and also thousands of NPCs that both talk and will battle you, for which the students can learn about this new world they find themselves in. Let's make our way out of this dig site here to get our first look at the wide open world of the Zababa region. One of the first things that we'll see here will actually be the main mystery of our story, which is the corrupted pillar. The students will have to work together to uncover the mysteries of what this corrupted pillar is and why it is slowly leaching energy from the land and withering it. This desert we find ourselves in here at one point was a very lush forest, but that has since changed into this kind of desertous wasteland that you see here. Probably my favorite thing of Pixelmon is that the Pokemon spawn on the overworld, and we can see them spawning in around us here. We have Flittles that are right next to us. We have the evolved form of a Spathra right here. You can see that we even have some other Pokemon that are spawning here. We have a Trapinch, and we have Numels over here. So all the Pokemon that spawn in are based off of the biome which they're in. So we're going to get a lot of ground type and we're going to get a lot of fire types because we are in a desert here. That is a really cool mechanic that translates over from traditional Minecraft, is that biome system. These Pokemon will spawn all around the players all over the world, and the great thing is there are 9 generations of them, so students can go ahead and hunt down their favorites and build their perfect team. The great thing about that too is all of the traditional mechanics from the normal Pokemon games translate over here to Pixelmon. So all of those stats, all those move sets, all those items, and all those things. So if kiddos are really competitive into Pokemon, they can build those competitive teams just how they would in a normal Pokemon game. Now you can have a Pokemon experience without Pokemon battles, so let me just show you what that looks like here. And let's look for a Pokemon for us to have our first battle with. And I think this Caterpie here is going to be perfect. Let's go ahead and throw out our Belly Bolts to fight that Caterpie so we can take a look at what this combat looks like. Combat, you can adjust your camera here to kind of see the battle at different angles and everything, and I want it to look just like this. We have all of our moves displayed here, and our Belly Bolt is a little bit over leveled, but I think that'll be fine, and let's just hit this Caterpie with a Water Pulse here. Like I said, all of the normal moves from the game are in there. You can see that the traditional battle mechanics are all there, and the stats, the EXP system, and everything like that. One of the cool things is defeating Pokemon do give you rewards, and those can be standard Minecraft items or the new Pixelmon items as well. So you see we got String, which is normally dropped by spiders in Minecraft, from this Caterpie, and it is very fitting. It makes sense, because Caterpie has that string shot ability. It's very neat that you can go ahead and search these Pokemon out, find your favorites, and there are 9 generations of them. So there are literally hundreds and hundreds to include legendaries, the regional variants from the Alolan region, the Paldea region, all those things there. And there's just so much in this world that you can find and explore. And the great thing with our classes is you don't have to do it alone. You do it with others. An instructor is there the entire time to help you navigate this, to answer questions, to troubleshoot, and just to make this a great experience for all of those students. I'm following our first route here. All of our towns are connected by routes just to take a look at our first very large city. This large city is going to be Zephyrton, where the first gym is located. It is an electric type gym, and this city, like all of our other cities, is full of NPCs, Easter eggs, secrets, and story beats that the students can explore. Now that we've made our way into Zephyrton here, I want to talk about a feature that our server has, which is the journey map. And this journey map is a great tool to kind of show everyone how huge the Zababa region is that we've created. So we'll go ahead and just zoom out here. You can see that this is a map of Zephyrton, where we were at. If we scroll to the south here, you can see that there is the pillar camp that we just came from. But if I really zoom out here, you can kind of see our region, which is almost like in a circle here. This region starts here in Zephyrton. We move and make our way over here to Arborea, which is our city in the trees. It kind of swivels around and we go to the ice here, which is Aurora, our city of ice, where the aquarium is located. And we just kind of make our way all along here, just going to various towns. Like I said, there are 9 of them in total, all of them unique biomes, unique aesthetics, and unique filling there with, you know, different Pokemon that spawn in those areas as well. And one of the really cool things here is this map auto fills in as our players explore. And although we've created, you know, a region and a space and an adventure for the students to engage in together, the great thing is that at any time they can go in any direction and find their own adventure, make their own towns, you know, find their own Pokemon or anything, and we can scroll almost endlessly in any direction here, just to give you an idea of how huge this world really is. And we have some students that have already kind of set off on their own and started making their own town, and that is located right over here in the middle of all of our regions here. You can see that there's their Pokemon Center they've built, a restaurant they've built, and also their own houses. So that is really the great thing about our program here, is we want kiddos to play together, to experience this world together, and they don't need to play our adventure. They can go out and make their own. And that's really the purpose of this, is for them to be social, for them to be creative, and for them to, you know, make new friends along the way. Now, I know that some of this may be daunting for some students or some players, especially younger in age, but the great thing is that we have instructors that are here the entire time, the entire class period, not only to assist students, to troubleshoot, to help them navigate these, and to teach them, but also to lead adventures for the entire class to go on the entire time. So this can be things like, you know, building contests, scavenger hunts, sometimes even whole arcing stories where the students need to work together to accomplish some sort of goal. And that's really, you know, the purpose of Heroes Wanted, is to make a space, you know, where kiddos can play together in as safe as possible, especially being online. A lot of Minecraft servers, you know, are not moderated, and all of our classes are 100% moderated. And there is only access to our servers if you are enrolled in the classes, you know, to really keep other people out, and just to make it incredibly safe and fun for all of our students. Before we end our video here, I just wanted to show off some of the other really neat mechanics to Pixelmon that make it really fun, especially for kiddos. And this is something that I find really fun too, and that is riding your Pokemon. So there are 3 types of mounts in the game. There are waterborne, land-based, and flying. You can see that my Zacian here, he is a land-based mount, and we can just hop right on, and we can now ride Zacian. Now, these mounts are very fast and allow you to navigate this world very quickly. Sometimes even they're hard to control, but you can see me riding on my Zacian here, which is a ton of fun. Let's go ahead and get up here. Zacian doesn't even fit, so we're going to hop off here, and let me show you what a flying Pokemon looks like. We'll get a little bit of space over here as I run in this direction, and we're going to go ahead and show you another one of my favorite Pokemon, which is Pelipper. I have a shiny Pelipper here. It took a very long time to get, but very excited to have it. We throw our Pelipper out, we hop on, and now we take to the skies. You can see that this is a great way to quickly explore the region, and just to see, you know, all the things that we have built for the students to explore here. That is our tree route that goes to our second town, Arborea, where the grass type gym is located. If I head straight this direction, we'll fly over here and we can get a look at our third town, which is going to be Aurora. And like I said earlier, that is where the Pokemon Aquarium is located, and it is a town entirely encased in ice and just has a much different aesthetic to that of the other towns. That's something that we try to do, is to make all of our towns look different and have unique features. There are secrets in those towns, there are battles, there are rewards, and there are just a ton of fun things for the kiddos to explore. I'm going to go ahead and hop off of our Pelipper here. Now that I've hopped off Pelipper, let's look at another way to travel across all these regions, and that is going to be our Magikarp ferry system here. So as we enter this, we find that these Magikarp ferries connect the bigger towns in our region where you can instantly teleport to them, and this is the main hub that I'm at right here. This is our city of Ocean Point. This is like our huge metropolis city in the region. Every Pokemon region has one, and we have one as well. You can see there is the Lugia Lighthouse, and really, this is just an example of just the effort we've put in just to make a unique and great experience for these students. And I'm going to actually fly around to kind of show you just how colossal Ocean Point is. There are restaurants, there is a power plant, there is a music stage here. We have our Pokemon headquarters, we have the massive Pokemon department store here. We have our battle tower you can see up there with the huge Pokeball. And you can just see just the size and scope of this city, complete with all of these apartments here. We have a fighting gym over here, more restaurants, hotels, everything like that. So this is something that we are so excited to have our students add on to as they create their own world, their own towns and everything. And if any of this looks interesting to you all, I encourage you to please sign up. You can sign up quickly at www.heroeswanted.kids, and I really hope to start a new adventure with all of you today.